Okay, this is part two. Part one, I showed you how to remove the seat, remove the passenger seat, remove the battery, and remove the fender, and then isolate the tail light so that you can take the tail light out, take it completely off, sorry, and then also take the wiring that goes along with the tail light by disconnecting it from this clamp here, and then taking it off to the side so that you can actually do the wiring for the BackOff system, which I already have installed here. So ignore, when you first do it, and this won't be here. You will just have that blue clip won't be there either. You'll just have this this clip here, this white one here, and another one black one down here. But disconnect this one that has 3 wires. That comes from this tubing here, and then take the taillight off to the side. Now, when you do your wiring, this is what I had to get from Radio Shack here. I bought some clip. What are these? Quick. Can you read it? Quick disconnect insulated crimp-ons. Okay, they have male and female sides to them. This is where's my camera? This is the male side here. Attaches into the female portion right here. Okay, so they attach like that. Okay, and then to splice into the ground wire, I got the splice. What are they called here? You probably can't make it out. Quick splice connectors, again from Radio Shack. This piece here goes onto the to the ground wire. The ground wire runs through it, sort of like this, so this way, and then you clamp it on there, and then you take the male in, and once you clamp it on, the male end inserts into this part here, so it will insert. See if I can do this so you can see it. It will insert that way, and that will connect you to the ground wire. Okay, and then this is a tool I already bought for a different project that will allow you to cut the wires and crimp the wires and strip the wires. I got this from Radio Shack as well. Okay, so what the instructions basically just follow the instructions. They're really simple and self-explanatory, but you cut the brake light wire. And another thing I'd like to show you is that when I had this off to the side, Suzuki had this tubing here, which is not connected, but at the end they kind of sort of squeeze the tubing onto the 3 different wires. You can kind of see the imprint there, and so I couldn't move the tube out the way, and the tube came up to here, and it didn't really provide me with a lot of room to kind of cut the wire, strip the wire, and then connect it to the BackOff system. So I had to peel back that tubing, and I was able to peel back this side, but on the other side, it seemed like the tubing was sticking to the wire. If you can kind of see here on the gray one, I couldn't even pull it off. So what I did was I took an X-Acto knife and cut sort of in the middle of the 2 wires to free up those wires, so I could work with the 3 wires, and I could peel back the tubing more, so I could cut. So I didn't have to cut it so high to this attachment point here, so that I actually would have room to bend the wires and connect it to the BackOff system. Okay. Now you have to crimp. Now you can connect the wires whatever way you want. Just twist them together, tape them together, solder them together, depending on what your skills are. I think that crimping is pretty easy, and it holds it pretty safe. If you don't know how to crimp the wires, you can find some easy videos on YouTube on how to do it. Okay. Once you follow the instructions and you crimp the wires on, or crimp the wires, and you connect them. Now when you connect them, you will feel like it pop or snap in. So if you're not sure it's connected fully, it probably isn't, because once it connects, it just snaps on. You kind of feel a snap. And then I put some extra duct tape around these male-female crimpers, because there was that metal part exposed there. And then I put some extra duct tape on the other one, this one down here. So those two I put extra duct tape on. I went with the option number 1, which is supposed to give me like 4 flashes, and then 1 longer flash, and then kind of keep repeating and keep cycling. And then the extra wires I just taped off here with the electrical tape. All this is electrical tape. Now, the module, when they send it to you, comes with a double-sided tape, so you can stick this however your bike is set up. You can stick it to wherever you want on the bike. It's got double-sided tape, so it will stay in place. But I wanted to, when I was testing it on my bike, I thought putting it on the fender would be the best place to put it. And I knew that if I wanted something where I could remove it more easily than the double-sided tape, because if I connected it to the fender, then every time I needed to take the fender off, I wouldn't be able to take it off all the way, or I'd have to peel off that double-sided tape. So I went with Velcro. I went to Walmart and bought some Velcro in the sewing section, and the Velcro's got sticky side on one side, so I stuck it to here, and then I stuck another piece of Velcro onto the fender where I attached this to the fender. So I connected all the wires. I spliced into basically I cut the brake wire, which is the white wire with the black stripe. I spliced it I crimped it onto the BackOff wires as instructed in the instructions. Very easy to do. And then I spliced. You need to get a T-splicer or some sort of splicer. And I spliced into the brake wires, or not the brake wire, I'm sorry. I spliced into the ground wire. So I took the ground from the black wire from the BackOff, which is the ground, and I spliced it into the black with the white stripe, which is the ground from my bike. So I just spliced it on there, and it was easy to do. And then, and so let me show you what it looks like with the fender back on. Oh shoot! I forgot I had a wire, or I had my screws still in the fender. I almost lost a screw. Oh. That would have sucked. All right. So this is the fender sort of in place there. Okay. The other piece of Velcro I put on right here, so you can see once I put it on, the BackOff will stick to the Velcro right here. You can hear it ripping off there. Sticks right there, and then it just sits in place like that. All the wires are where all the other wires are, and it's out the way. There's no problems. And then so you screw everything back on the same way you took it off. Reconnect the battery, which I've already done.